Hello, friends, and welcome to yet another episode of Pause Talk. And today we have a wonderful human being, Shravani, with us. Welcome, Shravani.
Thanks so much, ma'am. Thank you so much for inviting me on this platform, prestigious
So,
platform.
thank you so much for that. So, Shravani is an associate professor and vice chair of IEEE Women in Engineering, Madhya Pradesh section, Region 10. And now I will ask Shravani to introduce herself.
Uh, Thanks once again, ma'am. This is Shravani Mathur. And as you have explained earlier, that I achieved associate professorship up to now after completing my schooling. That was from Army School, Gorakhpur in 2000, in 2000, right? And afterwards, then I graduated from electrical engineering from Rohilkhand University, Bareilly. That's in UP. And then after having experience in education field, I mean in engineering education, I adopted for MTech. And right now I'm in front of you as associate professor. And I have been connected with IEEE, that is Institute of Electrical and Electronics Engineers, since 2020. And right now I'm the vice chair of Women in Engineering Madhya Pradesh section, which comes under the India Council, and India Council comes under the region 10. Means IEEE is having 10 regions, and among that 10th region, the region is Asia and Pacific.
Okay.
Region 1, America, region 2, like that,
Okay.
Africa. So, like that. So, and I have an experience of around 18 years in education, engineering education, electrical engineering, and in industry also. I worked as web development company, which my husband started in 2017. I as manager and as the coordinator, coordinating everything in company. And this is all about my professional journey.
Yes, yes. So nice, so nice. And this is so heartening to understand, especially because, like, I am from a biological background and I'm also from kind of an arts, you can say, or creative background. But and a woman who is from an engineering background, and in our times, like, we hardly took any engineering. At the most, the children or the women were encouraged to become doctors. And so it is so warm to have you here, Shravani, as an electric engineer. I'm really honored to have you here. So this is what you have shared your professional journey also as with your introduction, that how in your profession you have progressed. But still in a little more detail, I would like you to tell us about how it all started from your that, as I just told that you we always were encouraged to become doctors. So have any episode of such kind? And when you took up this engineering, what all happened? Please tell us about that.
Ma'am, actually, I'm from the family of engineers, you can say. My two elder brothers, my maternal brothers, were already engineers from IITs. And after that, they completed their MBA from IIM also, IIM Lucknow also. So they were my, inspiration. At that time, I used to see them. They were so confident. They were so, everything they have confidence, they have attractive looks, they attract people by communicating well in English and everything. So I was so fascinated about engineering. And then
Yes.
at that point of time, I realized I have taken PCM in my class 12th, physics, chemistry, maths, and I scored very good in that. So my ambition is to become an engineer, then a scientist. I haven't dreamt of becoming a scientist or a researcher at that time because I was very young thinking about that. So I have given the competitive exam and I just qualified it, and I got my dream college, that's a government college in Bareilly, and at that time it was a very big achievement for ladies because we didn't get any kind of support from anywhere. So the confidence of being selected without any support means a lot for me and for my confidence level.
Wow. And as you were talking about in your intro also, that you got electrical, which was not taken at that time by the women. You were sharing something about that. Please
No,
share
no,
that.
I just told you about the mechanical engineering. We were not
Yes.
offered mechanical engineering at that time because it was just it's in the minds that girls can't handle heavy machines like lathe machines in a mechanical lab and finally in their occupation. But after 1 year, when everything changed, the scenario changed, they offered mechanical engineering also to the girls. I was offered two branches at that time, that was electrical and chemical. So I was quite inclined towards the electrical engineering, as I just want to know how we get electricity from a generating station which is far away from our city, and we are getting the electricity at this place. So I was,
Wonderful. That is so like so innocent. No, that yes, as a child's mind, that what is the way of getting electricity at our home. So as an inquisitive mind, I'm sure you were able to take this electrical engineering, and that is how you are being able to teach also the students here, wherever you have been teaching, I'm sure. So that is so nice, Shravani. And I would now ask you to share about your pause. So what happened? Everything seems so right in your life now that you have done your engineering, and then you have got the one which you really wanted, and you are studying, and then you would have taken your job. So where is the pause now? Let us understand that.
ma'am, actually, I have, imposed a pause on myself. It was not, it was not, it was my own choice. When I qualified, when I qualified class 12th, I just gave a break to my career, right?
Mhm.
I have taken a break, I have taken a drop so that I can study for competitive exams. And my
Mm.
parents were so much supportive that they just I said, I'm not selected here. Now, what should I do? They just got me and admitted to a coaching class. And they have that, they have that
Faith.
belief in me
Faith. Ah.
that I will qualify once
Mm.
I get the proper guidance. So
Mm.
at that time, it was my first imposed pause. And
Wow.
yeah.
So this is so wonderful. I must say that you should have such a great gratitude towards your parents, because even today, even if somebody, a student, girl or a boy would like to take a break, the parents will say, "Why are you wasting 1 year? Whatever you've got, please take it." And especially for the girls, though, it is unheard of. Like I've hardly heard of, especially at those times, that a girl taking a break or a 1 year gap in her studies so that she will be pursuing the whatever the course she wants of her own choice. And here are your parents who have really supported you to take that kind of a break, and you have also had that mind, no, I will get admission. So I'm really really clapping for you that you had that determination that you will get it, and you of course got it then. Wonderful. Yes. And what happened later then?
Ma'am, then I completed my BTech in 2005. Then I came back uh, to my parents in Lucknow. I started the job in engineering college. I was at that time I was a lecturer in Ramswarup Engineering College, that's in Lucknow. And after that, in 2007, I got married and came here to Bhopal. But again, I imposed a pause in my life because I have to enjoy my married life. That's why I have just given a pause in my professional life of 2 years.
Hmm.
From starting from 2008 to 2010, I have given my life, professional life, a pause to enjoy cooking, traveling with my husband, and all these, basic compatibility with my, in-laws. And so that everything around you which surrounds you gives you the positive vibes. If you don't see, these things are very necessary in one's life to get adjust in a new place, new environment, and new people. So that was very positive for me. And then I just started in 2010 as assistant professor in Oriental Group of Institutes. I worked there for 3-4 years. Then again a pause because of my admission in MTech.
Okay.
MTech was from I completed my MTech in 2015. And then again, I conceived in 2014. I got my first baby, I mean, my only child, my son. And then for his upbringing, proper upbringing, I gave a pause to my life once again, professional life, so that he could be a better citizen and I could be a more good mom for my son.
Amazing, amazing. So, audience, I will tell you one difference from what all the pause talks we had already have so far. I have always asked this question to anybody, and they would have thought that it was an imposed pause because they had to take a break from their career because of their marriage, because of their children, and they had a kind of a regret that they had to had such a big break because of these new things, a new phase in their life, which later they understood that this is also a phase of life which they are enjoying, but there was a sense of a small kind of a regret in few of them. But here is Shravani, who is kind of a very modern woman because she's an engineer after all, and I feel that anybody who is pursuing a engineering degree and going to college to teach, she has a kind of a modern mindset. Uh, but here is again other side of her which is also so conventional, and she is very proud of that, and she is very proudly has taken those pauses so that she is able to gel with her family. She's able to raise her child in a way who is well looked after. The foundation of the child is so beautifully taken care of, and I must really appreciate you, Shravani, that you have balanced out your life in such a beautiful way. You are an inspiration to so many women who will take this as a kind of a setback in their careers. But you have not done that. And this is your good fortune that you have a wonderful family, a wonderful husband, and that you have been always taken back by the colleges because of your good fortune. They have not even told that, okay, you are coming back after so long. So I'm sure that acceptance has been there because you are a good human being. So I must really appreciate you for all of this. But still, I'm going to ask you the question that post the pauses, how were you able to tackle your mindset, the environment, every time you took a pause and you came out from that pause? How did you grow in those pauses?
Ma'am, when I joined after conceiving, after 7 years of my conceiving, actually I worked in my own company. So for few hours a day, for 3-4 hours a day, when my son was just 4 years old, 4-5 years old. So I was not that much, separated from my background. But I have to understand and learn new things, new methodologies, and new everything in every sphere, in electrical engineering, in handling the various tasks at engineering college, in my college. Because only teaching is not the we are not up to that only. We have to work a lot. We have to work on various stages. So I have, I have learned a lot during that period. And you can say I have spent less time with my family at that point of time, because I have to cope with the duration which I have missed because of all my personal well-being. So I just gave more time to my college, and due to that, I was, literally a new Shravani. having so many research papers, patents. And so it was the time when I spent less on my personal front and more on my professional front. Because if you are into something, you have to give your best. Okay.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So it's up to you, your priority, what you have to take, but you can't neglect anything. And I have some kind of this thing that I haven't taken admission in uh,
Yes.
PhD up to now. So it's quite, it's something very slightly placed in my mind. But in coming year, 1 or 2 years, I'll be obviously taking the admission. So this
What?
is a small, very small regret in comparison to what I achieved up to now.
Yeah. And how has Shravani grown as a person? Like, what was the Shravani before the pauses, and how, as a person, Shravani has grown?
Ma'am, when you do what you want, then you become a better version of yourself.
Mm.
So day by day, when you handle various things with your personal life, you become more responsible, more
Mm.
how to deal with the things, how to deal with the people. So it will give you immense, a very much confident. You will be a very confident person. You know how to handle the things, and above all, you are aware of handling people. The
Mm.
most important thing above everything is how you handle the world around you.
Yes, yes. So you feel that you are more equipped and more skilled to be able to adjust and gel with people around you. And also the confidence level which is required for a person is now more optimum in you because of what you have done in your past time, because you are able to balance your lives in professional and person. So that is the outcome of your pauses. That is what I can take away from here. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, wonderful. So wonderful. So now that you are already an inspiration, I will ask you to share a few messages for the audience. Any one-liner or a paragraph.
Ma'am, the funda of anyone's life is to live, enjoy, and be progressive simultaneously, and be a good human being. Above
Hmm.
all, be a good human being. You will be taken to the heights with your full, with your talent, with your degrees, with your experience. So just, I just want to say, uh, be positive in everything. And if you do good, it will come back to you in any form.
Wonderful. That is the basis of all of our living. The way we are going to behave with the people around us, that is what is going to come back. If you bow in front of the mirror, the image will bow to you back. So the environment is like your mirror, and that is how it will behave, the way you will behave with the environment. So that is what Shavni's message is. And anybody who is listening to this pause talk, any woman who wants to take a pause or who is already in the pause, I will request you to connect with me and we can bring you here and you can be the next guest for our pause talk. So thank you so much, Shravani. It was so lovely having you on the pause talk, and you are a real inspiration for so many women. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Pleasure is mine, ma'am. Thank you so much. Thanks for
Namaste.
inviting me once again.
Namaste.
Namaste.